We're always looking to grow and expand our Balance Mod player base, so head over to balancemod.tf, click on servers. Here you'll find the server page where you can join. Just log in and queue for a server in the background. Click ready to play, and then do something else. And in this case, we're going to be looking at demo review for when I played Spy a couple of days ago. So of course, it's the Halloween update. Oh look, I got a couple of cases. You know what? I'll open them, because some of the people that I know contributed to this update, so with some unusuals, so we'll see. So let's just open this. Yes, nice. And we get medics killed, and we get this thing, hollowed helm, fine. And then we also, there's a skin. Maybe we'll give this away later. Who knows? And was it worth it? No. Not really. Anyway, this of course aren't my correct stats, because my stats got stolen and just moved over to a secondary account like a couple of years ago. But I don't play a lot of Scout and I don't play a lot of Spy. So this was me trying to like up my skill levels as a Spy. So we'll be examining some demos that I recorded yesterday, or a couple of days ago. It's not yesterday. Why did I say yesterday when it wasn't yesterday? I don't know. The last time we did a balance session, I decided to play Spy, and normally a Spy is not a class that I play unless there's a very specific thing to do, right? So basically, the round has just started. I don't know anything about the opposing team, so I'm just going to go and see what they have. So I decloak here and get immediately spotted, and I just die, because in the balance mod, people are pretty good, and I'm not good enough as a Spy to really get enough mileage out of the class. So as soon as you're spotted, you're basically dead, because someone's going to call Spy, they're going to hear Spy, they're going to shoot you, you're going to die. So if you're the kind of Spy, we've had a lot of Spies join the balance mod like this, where they go around and they're like casual pub stomper lords, and then they come to the balance mod and they just get absolutely destroyed. They get like maybe a stab once every second life. And that's basically what's happening to me here. You can see I'm with my team, and I can't really find a way to get through. So there's a teleporter here, and it's like, I think this pretty much sums up how it is to play Spy against competent players. So here I'm in a very good spot. You see, I'm able to get this backstab on this medic here, and I get the stab on him, except that my team was pushing him, would have killed him anyway, so my existence here actually didn't really matter that much. So that's fine. So here's the thing with Spies. If you're a Spy and your team is winning without you really doing anything, you don't need to play Spy. Alright, so here's the part where I've actually managed to get myself into a proper position. Now I have the enemy team behind, or in front of me, and in front of my team, which is what I want. So now I'm just looking for a kill that matters, because a lot of Spies, they will kill stuff that doesn't matter. So I'm going to go for this medic here, and I'm probably going to trade 1-for-1 with this medic. And oh, look at that! The sniper just killed him, and now I'm here looking like a fucking dumbass. I'm going to go and sap this teleporter, which costs 25 metal, by the way, because I thought, you know, I'm going to have to do something. I could, of course, have just fallen back and just hid in the back there as well, but I didn't think that far, because I was actually having a fever and not really playing well. So this is like me playing like with not being able to properly think, which is good for practice sometimes. I'm just recorded to see like how you are in the absolute worst. So here I am, just waiting for my cloak to build up. And like, I'm spending so much time here, just sitting and waiting for my cloak to come back up, because I want to be able to move with this. I think maybe like the cloak and dagger. And it's like, yeah, all right, here we go. Let's go. Ba ba da ba boop boop. Fuck. And then he bumps me once, and I get spotted, and I'm just dead. And that's basically what happens. Of course, Tarkus is a very good scout, but then any competent scout will chase you down worse than a pyro would. So I'm struggling to really do anything here. And now my team has kind of like stopped winning, so now I can maybe be able to get some value out of being the Spy here. So I'm going to see exactly what's preventing my team from pushing in. Look at that, they have a level 3 sentry. So I'm going to try, like, this is going to be pretty hard to push into as a Spy. I could, of course, go around, but like my team is pretty close to pushing, right? So if I fucking go this way, they're like, the push might be over before I get there. They might die. So I have to get there as soon as possible, right? If I want to play optimally. So then I decloak and I decide to go for the sentry, but the sniper body blocked me. I was like, all right, fine, I'll just get the sniper, try and go for a sap. I go in for a sap, and then my team is able to put on some pressure. I'm not sure if they get it or not, but I did my part at least. The gun was sapped while it was shooting at someone else, so that's a good battle. So the thing about Spy that makes him kind of like the worst class and why you shouldn't really play Spy unless it's in a response to something is that in order to make up for you as a Spy, you have to get at least 2 kills or equivalent in your life to make up for you being a Spy. Because when you're cloaked around and you're going around, you're actually not participating in the party. So this sniper right here would have absolutely gotten killed by the Ubered player that's coming up there, the demo man. So me battling him was absolutely a total waste of time when he could have just finished the job, because I don't think he would have killed him. I'm going here for a kill on this demo man. I think this kill might be nice because he might have gotten away, but it was a hybrid knight, so who cares? They're not that scary. So now I'm trying to see just what they're doing here. So the engineers just started building, and of course I decloak as soon as like 2 scouts come around, and they bump me twice, and I'm just dead. There's no way you can escape 2 competent scouts rather, as a Spy. So one of my biggest downfalls when I'm playing Spy is that I overestimate my abilities as the enemy to my own Spy tracking ability, because basically if I'm playing a mobile class and I bump into a Spy, the Spy's dead, basically. So here we go. So here we have a sniper that's like he's by himself and he's also pretty weak, right? So I will be able to kill him. So I'm just gonna go up top and just get the drop on him. So I spent a long time. I was like, all right, fine, I'm just gonna get the sniper, and that's pretty much all I'm gonna get. So now I have actually medics chasing me. So this is good. This is probably the second best you can do without getting a kill, is just to get people to run back to spawn and follow you. So that's pretty good. So I'm just gonna go here, and I think, yeah, like this, like people seeing like me here when they know the engineers elsewhere, you can see already they're shooting at me. They know that I'm a Spy here, and I just get immediately spotted and killed, and I'm just dead. So playing Spy on the balance mod is extremely difficult unless you're like a really, really good Spy that knows how to just abuse the bad players, right? But those are also the players that don't matter, and you can kind of leave them to their own, and your team will be doing just fine. We see a lot of Spies getting a lot of like inconsequential kills, like the ones I've gotten a couple of. Like they absolutely do not matter, and I might as well have not been there, and it wouldn't really have mattered. Like for the sniper, yeah, maybe he would have gotten a couple of kills, but in this game he wasn't really a big threat. It was just he just happened to be there. So here we have E-defeat again. Currently I bumped into someone. I think, yeah, it was a pyro. And here actually you can see that this pyro is fucking up because he actually allows me to live long enough to get the kill on the sniper before I die. So that's actually a mistake on him, and he messing up the air blast there. So I should not have gotten that kill. That was absolutely a blunder on his part. But basically my team has been winning, and I haven't been doing jack shit all game. I haven't gotten a single pick that mattered. I haven't sapped the sentry when it mattered. I haven't really been able to get into position or anything. So this has just been an awful time. It's like, oh, will I be able to kill? Nope, that soldier just died. Will I get the stab? Nope, the backstab didn't count, because I didn't stab his back. So I missed the scout and I kill him, and then we have the dumbest 1v1 fight here where neither me or the scout can hit each other unless we're not moving. And then we get the cap. Hey, there we go. Victory, right? And I'm not even in top 3. So that tells you how little I did. So the reason you want to get at least 2 kills or equivalent for every life is that when you're a Spy and you're sneaking around, you're literally not in the battle and nobody's looking for you. So your team's actually playing with -1 player in that fight. So if they don't have a Spy and you have like 2 Spies on your team, effectively it's 12v10 in the initial fight. And if you're not able to get at least 2 kills to add up for the fact that for yourself missing out on the fight, and secondly, getting like what you're supposed to do, because when you're playing you need to get some value, like you need to get at least 1 person before going down, but since you're already at sort of like effective -1, you have to get 2. The same is with Sniper, except with Sniper you don't have that risk, because if you miss somebody, like your presence in occupying space is still there, and people might be afraid of you if you like kill people in the sniper sightline and stuff like that. Occupying space is also just such an important part of TF2, just like letting the enemy see that you're in a space actually prevents them from attacking as if you weren't there, like if you're invisible like a Spy, right? So here is absolutely fucking pointless to be a spy because I'm supposed to be behind the enemy, but the enemy is inside their spawn. So right now, there is literally nothing for me to do. I can just sit here and spectate and be a tourist and just look what they're doing. And there's the thing, if I go, like, and there's of course snipers in the main doors, right? You haven't seen them, but we know they're there. Because we know they have snipers and they probably haven't switched off. And right now you can see the cart isn't moving forward and my team is winning and I'm not doing shit. I am literally not here. I might as well go to spectate at this point. And here's also the thing, if I decide to go for a stab on the payload, everyone will fucking see me and kill me because we know that these guys are pretty good at stabbing. So here we go, I'm gonna go for a stab. Gonna go for a stab, miss a stab, but I'm gonna get this heavy. Oh, nope, the sniper got him. The sniper got this covered actually, and I'm just gonna die here because there was literally nothing for me to do there as a spy. And I would have not played spy if I wasn't forcing myself to do it. I would have played something more productive like a medic or a sniper or anything that isn't spy. Can you tell I don't like playing spy because he sucks? Alright, so here we go. The carts move forward and now finally this looks to be some space I will be able to like occupy when they are pushing forward. Now, mind you, this blue team is getting absolutely destroyed while I'm not here. The reason is that they have too many snipers and spies. They have too many deficit classes that starts at -1 effective kills, and they're not getting the value they need. And as soon as I like go for something, instantly killed. Die. So I think at this point later I will switch team to blue and see if I can make a difference, but I can't because, you know, there's two of the spies and I can't switch off. So this is just like... I might as well have not been in this game, and the results would have been the same, team-wise. I had no impact on the game whatsoever. And that really annoys me, because I take pride in, you know, being impactful. Yeah, here we go, I'm just switching the teams using admin commands. You can see on the, we have like 3 spies and 5 snipers. That's like -5 in the additional fight, right? So that's like, if we're fighting 10v10, that's like 5v10 in the initial fight. And then the one that is at -1 has to kill 2, which is the like so. Also, all of the snipers and spies needs to kill the entire team by themselves in order for this to work, which of course isn't gonna fucking happen. Which is like the grand scheme of mathematicals of why having a lot of snipers and spies just sucks. But it worked that one time in casual. Yeah, well, everything works against bad players. Like if you're racing against a rock and the rock isn't moving, you can move as slowly as you want, you will still win, because he isn't moving. So I'm trying to go in here and get something done, and of course, I'm so tired at this point. I wasn't feeling, like I forgot to disguise and I just get fucking shot by a sentry and blown up by a demo man. But I don't think me playing well here would actually have any kind of impact on the game whatsoever. But you know, like with all things, TF2 really is the cure for everything, so I was starting to feel a bit better as the games went on. So then some other spy took the medal there. We have another spy going in for stab. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get this dispenser and then run away because I can't really fight this soldier. And yeah, I'm just gonna die. Let's just end the misery. And there we go. So that was the first spy practice. Really didn't do much. But on the second map, on the one on Gollywash, which is one of my favorite maps, I don't understand why people don't like it. It's pretty cool. So I'm gonna be using Spy Walk to just avoid not being able to move in the beginning, so I can get to mid faster, because that is totally not a bug. It's an intended side effect of this, as other people are joining. So here I'm just looking to get behind the enemy team as quickly as possible and then engage in the mid fight, right? So they don't know I'm a spy. I'm not gonna take the health back. I just pass everybody, which is great. So alright, here comes the moment of truth, right? I'm looking around. It's like, okay, no one there. I decloak. Oh, look at that. John Peter fucking saw me, and I'm dead. I could, of course, have decloaked around the corner and maybe gotten a kill that way, but competent players will always be checking their backs a lot, and if you're a spy, they will be looking for spies, so that means your effectiveness as a spy will go down. So always playing spy and always having people look for you will make you overall less effective, which is why you should switch off and only play spy when people aren't looking for spy, because you would get so much more value out of this. So there's literally nothing for me to do. I'm just gonna hang by this dispenser, give that a little sap, and see if I can pick someone off. Of course, now the red team is capping. Let's see if I can do anything. Yeah, I got this very influential kill. I killed an engineer that would have died to the Ubered Pyro. as he escaped. So I actually did him a favor because I made his death happen faster instead of slower. And then John Peter just fucking kills me. So, but we do capture, we're gonna move forward. And so far, I've gotten very little value out of playing Spy here. I'm trying to battle this Pyro here. Of course, you do take a little less damage when you're cloaked, so that's good. Getting some kills here. One thing you also see me do a couple of times is I will hold the Sapper, and that just signifies to my teammates that I'm a friendly spy, because enemy spies are totally unable to hold the Zapper under disguise, so it's just like a giveaway that you don't have to lose your disguise or anything. So I help with the capture, being very useful in that regard. And now we're going to push into the last for the red team. Now there's not much here, but there is a respawn wave coming in here, so I'm going to try and get the stab on John Peter here, who has been killing me. So I finally get a stab on the Devil Man, and then I get Rock here to kind of like relieve his position to go look for me. So I'm just going to decloak here and try and gun him down. Because the Rock is, you know, a sniper, and if sniper's left alone, they go kill you. So I go on, and I've actually gotten 2 kills. If I die now, it's fine. I've actually made up for my weight of being a spy and nothing by getting 2 kills and then dying myself. So that's pretty fine. Doesn't matter who you kill, because you've cleaned the deficit of -1 plus yourself. So here we are going to do a scramble, because teams were not fair, so we're just going to fast forward so I can zoom in here. So now the teams are supposedly more equal, so we might have different people here. So going to be running up here, Tarkus here. Spot's actually the other spy who decided to go the exact same way as I did, so that's pretty dumb. If a spy's in front of you, don't go the same way as he does if he's on your team. But regardless, despite having done, well, you know, a whopping like a little over 60 damage on a heavy, we're now winning and capturing the point with me literally contributing nothing to the fight. So I have done nothing and we're winning. So that just means I'm a good spy, right? No. So here I just run in, get caught on fire, and then I'm gonna go and remove my disguise and double down, trying to get some heals from the laggiest medic, we know. So finally, getting behind enemy lines, and here we're in a position to do something, right? So, alright, cool. What am I gonna do here? We gotta be very careful here to not get spotted. So here's the heavy. So I guess we can just kind of, well, I did decloak in front of everybody. This is me. Being kind of sick. I see now that I would have not done that, and I just run into a soldier and die, so that was just me fucking up the execution on that. I would have decloaked in probably another place, and where I wouldn't get spotted immediately. So that was really interesting to see in retrospect. It's like, wow, that was a really dumb decision. And then I just get hit by a couple of stray pipes and I die. I'm dead too, so deficit's not being collected. Alright. I just go for whatever I could have gotten there, trying to get the medic there, but he lives. So I was lucky to be able to get a single kill there. I could probably have gone for the medic, but knowing the hit reg of this game, it's not a reliable kill. So fast forwarding some more, gonna go back to the mid fight that is lost. Blue team has it, so I'm just gonna pick up the ammo packs and go around and see what I can find here. So I do spot this teleporter. And I do catch 1 respawner, so I've actually doubled the amount of time that Rock is dead, and then I'm going to do a little cheeky strategy, which is to just take the teleporter, not sap it, go in, miss the stab, sap the teleporter, and not get flashed to Uber and just get killed. Which is fine. I mean, why would you flash a spot? It doesn't matter. I'm not doing anything anyway, so I'm not mad that I didn't get flashed there, because I wouldn't have flashed myself there, so I wasn't me. You can also see that the way I'm moving is very not efficient for a spy. Trying to take shortcuts and like cut corners, but it's really just biting me in the ass at this point. So I let them see me, and I cloak, and I'm gonna try and escape through here, which I managed to do. So I'm like, all right, did the scout notice that I went through shutters? No, he didn't. This engineer's gonna know though, because I took his ammo pack. If ammo packs are just suddenly disappearing, that means there's a spy nearby. Now I'm a bit more careful. Now we're approaching the part where they do have a setup here. And witness this, the best place you'll see. So there's a medic coming, and I just stab the scout, sap the dispenser, and get fucking murdered. So if I just decided to wait a little bit, I might have been able to get the medic. And this is what's so interesting when you're watching yourself play, even if you're like in a drunken state or like a fever-like state where you're just really not feeling well and you're just playing on autopilot and just making dumb shit. You can see that really starts to like influence your decisions. And if you're the kind of guy that just gets tilted at like playing poorly, if you're tired or something like that, you just don't care. You just gotta stick with what you got. Because, you know, even though if you're playing bad, you can still learn stuff. So here I'm just bumping into freaking everybody. I think they know that I'm here. And, finally I got the stab on a medic, and that wasn't someone's back, it was someone's shoulder. But I did get the medic, and the medic is a deficit. That is absolutely worth it. If you only get the medic and you die, that's absolutely fine, because I think the medic would, in the deficit, he will count as 2. There's certain things that does that. So any class, if you can trade with the medic, is absolutely worth it. Somebody kill GPS mosquito? Yeah, so I'm like a mosquito at this point. I'm just mildly annoying, not lethal. I'll just suck the blood from your team and nothing will really happen. So here's some big brain plays, right? In the balance mod, we have these speed pads that make you run faster. If you disguise as a scout, you can be a very convincing scout. So convincing, in fact, that you get a stab and you die right after because you actually disguised right in front of someone else in their spawn. But that's definitely something that can become more meta, because then you can actually disguise as every single class reliably and also have their speed, which is pretty cool. So pushing this last is kind of difficult when the team's not really coordinated. So actually here I'm disguised as the heavy, and I'm just running with the killing gloves of boxing, not even the running gloves of faster. The killing gloves of running fast. I'm running with the killing gloves of boxing and not the GRU, right? The gloves of running urgently, which I just literally just ran past everybody, and that's because I chose a disguise that nobody was really using, and I was disguised as the heavy that was on the point. So there's definitely a lot of like the meta you can use for spy disguises and stuff. And here I was just so slow in the reaction, I didn't even get the stat. I don't have it. So going back, like here it's going to be very difficult to be a spy because there's not a lot of area to get behind them, and there's also like no real clear reason for why we aren't able to push, despite the fact that there are guys here. So I'm going to go here and do the same thing again, disguised as a scout. I'm pretty sure they heard me. Going to run in and get fucking nothing again. I went to get the heavy, but I did get the sap off, which allowed Waddles to kill the sentry, so at least that was... I didn't go plus, I went in 0 by playing spy. Yes. So here we have an inconsequential kill, but that is at least 1 kill, and here we have another spy that I just kill. Wixter just literally walks into me and turns his back towards me, and I go, haha, trick stab, bitch. And then they all know I'm here. My ability here is going to be very limited, so I'm going to try and speed pad, run away. Did not get the stab, got stuck on the jump on the walls and died. So change back to away from the dead ringer. Going to try and get into position here and see what I can do, because I reached a point where the dead ringer wasn't really doing much. So I'm going to try something else, and I do get 1 kill and then I die, so I guess that's fine. I have sentries here, so at this point I think I thought like, well, normal cloak and stuff isn't working, so I'm switching to the cloak and dagger, which is what I did. So here with the cloak and dagger, I've disguised as an engineer, and I'm gonna try my best to like get in here. So I'm just gonna stay up here, decloak, pretty baldly right outside the swamp, but I'm not gonna sap anything, right? So already you can see that Luke, the medic there, he bought this disguise because, yeah, it makes sense that the spy, like, he's not a spy, but is this suspicious? Is this suspicious? Fuck! Fuck! Shit! Shit! Don't you just like it when the spy place goes really shit? And I'm like, oh, fine. Oh, I lost my disguise. Well, I lost all my cloak. Ah, I gotta run back. Refill on the cloak, refill on the health. Disguise as engineer again. Run back in. Trying to do the running ass back first to not be a spy, to not use cloak, but just get spotted anyway and die for it. Yep, that happens. So I'm still disguising as the engineers because the enemy team has 2 of them. Now I'm on regular cloak. And here I'm going to show you the biggest brains of all. So actually, I think that's Profi. The engineer actually put his sentry so it doesn't see me here. So what I do is that when I decloak, I should have removed my disguise before I decloak to go for even faster. And he comes, and if the sentry, like if I move to the left, I'm gonna die to the sentry. What do? I run left, and then the sentry starts shooting at me. and I got 2 perfect shots. The sentry actually kills Profi, and then I die. It's just such a dumb play. Like, I could probably have just stood in place, run backwards, like fall down and lived, and then capped and won. But, you know, because, you know, not feeling well, your brain's on the dumb setting. Just kind of fucked it all up. There's no follow-up from my team, though, because I think they were too far away. So I don't blame them for that. So here I'm just kind of staying around on the low ground. I'm gonna run up here and be like, alright, push coming in. Just gonna sap that. And I'm gonna try and bother this engineer. I did get them to chase me, but there was no real push from my team to kind of follow up on here. And that's also something you can get value out of as a spy. Like, if you can get, like, more than one person to chase you, even if you don't kill them, if you just waste their time while your team is pushing, that's actually pretty good value out of your time as a spy. But most of the time, you just die instantly, and that's it. So here, I'm just kind of waiting for my team to just do something. My plan is just to run up and sap the center and just stay out of the way, because I've been trying to do stuff by myself here, but there's usually more than one enemy player, so my effectiveness is going to be very, very limited here compared to what they do. So I can see, like, all right, there's a push coming. All right, I heard the sentry beep. That means it's about to shoot someone. So I sap the sentry, and then I die. But the sentry went down, and I'd say level 3 sentry. That kind of counts as a person. So I went 0 in that game. Should have gone, or yeah, I went 0, didn't go +1, so no advantage there. And my team's now pushing. Demo's bugged out, so it looks like I'm on fire all the time when I'm not. That's just how it is. So going back here, refill the cloak. Actually get the stab and the sap, so that's good business. Going on to the point, just doing some damage. Almost killing this demo. I'm not sure if you saw that, but my crosshair was like right on him and I missed because it spread. And my team's just putting on a lot of pressure. You can see there's a lot of red. Blue's dying. They're struggling. Like, there's only 3 people left alive for blue team here and everyone else. So we should win this. Yes, there we go. And I think that's the end of the map and the end of this demo review. So yeah, that's me reviewing myself when I'm playing Spy, when I'm having an extremely bad day. Like, I had a headache and a small fever and I was just not feeling well. And I was not getting any value out of it at all. So I think in the next video, I'll be recording where I feel well and I feel like I have a lot of energy as a spy, and then I'm going to be reviewing that and see if, like, my decision making is a lot better. It's still going to be hard because it's the balance mod and people are good, so not a lot of room for mistakes. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. As for the gas passer video, it's going to be a little while before it's out because I'm going away this weekend. And we also recently changed it, so the arc is that you throw it is now the same as Jarate and Mad Milk, and no longer glitches through walls. And the duration has been reduced from 10 to 8 seconds, but we have increased the explosion damage from 30 to 45. So we'll see how that works. So if you have time, play on the balance mod, collect some gas passer footage, and send it to me. And help populate the servers. Why don't we populate the servers? This is better than normal TF2, damn it. It's better and you know it. It's better than you know it.